Good evening and welcome to Hungary Report, starting off public media and one's foreign language news hour. I'm Csenge Gabriela Iboya with today's news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin. Let's begin. Facebook has to give a written guarantee that it will not divulge conversation of Hungarian users to third parties, said the president of the National Privacy and Freedom of Information Authority to M1 News. The largest social networking site revealed on Tuesday that it had listened to users' conversations and made written third-party submissions. The European headquarters of Facebook reacted by saying that the issue applied only to US users and that the practice has been abandoned.
You claim that Facebook listens to what users talk about through the microphones of mobile phones, and then we utilize this information for advertising. This is a conspiracy theory. We do not do anything like that, stated Mark Zuckerberg last spring to the United States Congress when he was asked about whether the social network records the calls made on the site. It turned out on Thursday that the founder of Facebook lied. Bloomberg reported that the social network made a transcription of the conversations of users through the microphones with the help of an algorithm. However, the punctuality of the text modified by artificial intelligence was reviewed by humans, which means that a massive amount of content of user calls has got into the hands of third parties illegally. Facebook has admitted the illegal activity. However, they promise to stop this action. Currently, authorities are investigating 10 cases of data misuse of millions of users. Hungarian authorities has reported a complaint regarding the documentation of phone calls. The president of the Hungarian National Authority for Data Protection and Freedom of Information has confirmed to the M1 channel that Hungary asks for a written guarantee from the company that the data of Hungarian users would not be reported to third parties. As the head of the responsible Hungarian authority, I asked them to confirm whether citizens from Hungary were concerned in the matter, said the president of the Hungarian Data Protection Authority. Attila Péterfalvi added that the EU member states' representatives will discuss the issue of misuse on the Data Protection Board meeting in September.
The holiday weekend has begun. These may be the busiest days of the summer at Lake Balaton, many hotels and other holiday destinations. The central series of events will begin on Sunday, with evening fireworks ending the celebrations on Tuesday in the capital and dozens of other settlements. Lovely weather is expected, so all programs will most likely be held. The government says security is still the most important.
Griffins flew in the sky at the Szolnok helicopter base. Press staff photographed and videotaped the extraordinary air show, including helicopters and various fighter jets. The stunts were practiced for the Budapest Air Parade on the 20th of August. Even the pilots who have been to the show several times are excited. Yes, I've already been. I've had to fly over Pest several times before. This is always an exciting experience, Pilot István Kis said. On the 20th of August, more than 20 jets of the Hungarian Air Force will fly over the Danube. The air parade will be held in front of the parliament on Tuesday, but many programs will already begin on Sunday. This year, for example, the Crafts Festival in the castle and the Hungarian Avenue of Flavors in the Castle Garden Bazaar will be also open to visitors. There, visitors will be able to taste the finest rye bread in the country. This year, a bakery in Híradó won the first place in the competition with a peppercorn bread made after a 200-year-old recipe. A Transylvanian baker perfected this recipe back in the 18th century, and we've recreated it, the baker said. In Kaposvár, organizers are preparing for the most spectacular fireworks past decades. Pyrotechnics are working on the installation and a preliminary plan that has already been verified by the disaster management. We try to take advantage of those opportunities, so we also intend to create pyrotechnic effects on the ground, on the water and on the air, the organizer said. The final touches are being prepared in Budapest too. The last wires are tied and bombs are installed in bogs, which will fire more than 26,000 rockets.
Debrecen is preparing for its 50th annual Flower Carnival. With 200,000 visited, it is to be one of the biggest events of the holiday weekend. There are 18 flower wagons. It is around these hours that the last dried flowers are placed. Then it's the evergreens, and finally on the 19th, the living flower decorations. Once again, fresh dahlia will be brought all the way from the Netherlands.
Some brush strokes, a bit of paint and a polar bears made of dried flowers will become even more realistic. Sándor Picó graphic artist has been working on the carnival cars every summer for 3 decades now. I haven't got bored of it. I've painted more than 100 cars in 30 years, and each of them were different. It was a different task, a different challenge, the graphic artist said. A record number of 18 huge compositions were prepared for weeks for the 50th Flower Carnival. Paint colors indicate on the styrofoam sculptures the color of the dried flowers that will be put on them on Monday. There are sculptures that will be decorated with dahlia from the Netherlands. The last dried flowers, petals and leaves will be pinned on the compositions on Friday, while on Saturday, sod will be put on the cars. As I see, we are progressing well with the preparations. If everything goes well, the decorations with natural flowers on the 18th of August will go smoothly as well, the flower designer said. The group will make the carnival even more colorful with acrobatic elements. Children and young people are preparing every day with hours of training for the 20th of August celebration. 10 domestic and 17 foreign groups will make the march spectacular during the 50th Flower Carnival. The astonishing parade will be watched by hundreds of thousands of visitors this year as well. All tickets for the stands have already sold out, however, those who could not see it from there will not be left without spectacle either. The march can be viewed anywhere on the 6 kilometers long road from the central station to the Híradó stadium. The production and the dances will be performed there also, the organizer said. According to weather forecast, it will be a hot day on the 20th of August, so ice cream can refresh the visitors. Voting for the 6 specialized desserts are possible until Sunday afternoon, and the winner will be announced during the Flower Carnival.
On the weekend, the Day of Ancestors, a celebration of the preservation of ancient traditions, will be held in Bugac. According to the organizers, this is the country's largest tradition-keeping celebration, with presentations, lectures and exhibitions. The main production this year is the big nomadic parade, which evokes the arrival of Hungarians. The main rehearsal was held on Friday.
An entire nomadic army marched through Bugac on Friday. Members of more than 120 traditionalist groups held the main rehearsal of the nomadic procession. In addition to fighting helmets and contemporary weapons, the audience saw buffaloes, horses and even camels. During the day, nomadic traders could be found in the yurt village, where they told visitors that they live in the yurts not just here, but also in the real life. I basically live in my yurt and wear my clothing from the 10th century every day, this man said. The craft fair had already opened, where real sheepskin and horns could be admired. And the kids were able to make their own belts, traditionally with nails and a hammer. The organizers of the event said that their event has become a connecting point where all civilizations and Hungarian traditions can be learned about. We remember our great ancestors who shaped the history. With the help of tradition keepers, this is our biggest joint celebration, where the whole Carpathian Basin will begin together in one place. All the traditionalist groups, more than 120 this year, will celebrate together with our Hungarian ancestors their history-making actions, the organizer said. One of the largest heritage festivals of the Carpathian Basin is open till Sunday.
The thermal bath of Híradó is preparing several programs for the long weekend. Beside programs for families and children, they will also have extended opening hours. Bathers can admire fireworks from outside pools as well as star performances on Saturday. Fireworks will be launched from the nearby hill at 9 p.m. Programs will continue on the 20th of August as well. An adventure centre with adventure pools, children pools as well as saunas have been installed to the thermal bath of Híradó recently. Visitors are welcomed with guided tours in the herb garden, as well as with the tasting of 3 different kinds of chocolates in Pannonhalma. The herb garden of the Abbey is open to guests with this program on the afternoons between the 16th and 19th of August. The Benedictine medical traditions, the cultural heritage and herb production traditions of the monastery will be represented during the Herb Days of Pannonhalma. And that's all for now, but don't forget you can catch Hungary Reports every night after 11 p.m. news and online as always. Do stick around and watch our German, Russian and Chinese language news. Thank you for watching and have a lovely evening.